been broken. Go get lost in a little town, get dressed up and just drive around. Get both feet on some solid ground. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Take a call with an old friend. Get the guts to start over again.
Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. You guys, I have to admit something. I am very much so started filming one last week, and then like I would just forget that I was filming a vlog. You're gonna hear Siri in the background because I'm currently on my way to work, and I always like to put her on so I get somewhat of an idea of like when I'd roughly be getting to work. You know this about me, I am always running not on time. When it comes to work, like 99% of the time I'm on time. But anyways, given the fact that I couldn't keep, like, I just couldn't remember for the life of me that I was vlogging last week, just decided to give up, and I was like, forget it, we're just gonna try and vlog next weekend. Because it wouldn't have been like any footage, and it would have been so lame, and I would have been so upset with me for putting that out, and it wasn't like, it just wouldn't have been worth it. Not just my time, but like your time to watch. Like, I'm on my way to work now. I figured why not just start a vlog today. It is Friday morning, so this is last day of the week that I work. I'm gonna go ahead and say my plans right now for this weekend, and hopefully, Lord, we take our camera everywhere and we remember to sink in vlog. I have worship practice this weekend. I have a friend's birthday barbecue, and there's church. And then Jagger is playing his last basketball game. So he just joined this league that they play on Sundays. The game is at a different time every time. Tonight I'm hanging out with one of my friends. I'm on 75 hard right now. Like today, it is currently day 47 of 75. So, there's a lot to update you on. I've done a vlog on 75 hard. If you're interested in checking that out, say you need guidance, inspiration on how to do it as an individual who works a full-time job that's not remote. I recommend you go watch that vlog. It was posted at the beginning of the year, so I want to say January was around the time when I posted it. Couldn't finish that challenge at the time. Got sick, and I came down with like a really bad fever, and my whole body was just achy. I couldn't do it. This time around, a lot of it is the same. I think it was just the holiday time. A lot of people get sick, so I'm able to not get sick literally since then, which is like, thank you, Jesus. Which at this point, we are now more days in comparison to how many days are left. I think as the vlog goes on, I will continue to share more what is different and what has changed. I will say, I think everything just feels very busy at the moment because of the 75 hard challenge. So once I'm done with that, I feel like life will feel a bit more. Getting into 45-minute workouts, you guys, that is like, it's almost 2 hours. I don't even work out every day. I take rest days. We're already more than halfway there, so we're not gonna stop now. I had been wanting to restart this challenge for a while, ever since I didn't finish it earlier in the year. But I always just found myself like, ugh, I'm too busy. Okay, life is not gonna slow down. It's not gonna get any less busier. I need to figure out how to do this in the midst of the craziness, in the midst of the chaos, because like I said, life is not going to slow down. So I refuse to let that be an excuse as to why I couldn't do the challenge. And the truth is, there are people who are doing this with far more going on than me. We've come this far. Having a friend this time around is just so different. I feel like that makes it like 10 times just, I don't want to say easier, but a lot more enjoyable, and it helps having the accountability and just someone to like vent to and talk to. Like her and I, you saw it earlier this morning, I was getting ready, we chat like every single morning. So I send her a voice memo like every day of just how my day was, how I'm feeling. I'm deep into a bunch of other things in life too, which is so funny. There's not a day that goes by that we don't talk. Like, we're gonna get to work, and I'll try to do some of my tasks in between my work day, and then really I'll get most of the meat done when I'm home. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog for the next few days, and we're gonna be praying that I don't forget that I'm vlogging this weekend. Hello. I have been meaning to sit down and like say hi and chat. A very crazy busy morning. I ended up stealing Jagger's sweatshirt because I was freezing during practice. We just got done with music practice at church. I was fighting. So exhausted. I hung out with Lucy so late last night, and I didn't get home till like almost 1 o'clock. And then we had boxing stupid early. We're done with practice, and we really just have like a friend's birthday party later today. I don't want to give in to going home and taking a nap. And it is so gloomy out, you guys. It's kind of weird because it is technically going to be officially fall in a few more days, but it's Saturday, in case I didn't say that. The last few weeks, I've really just been going to spin for my cardio. I will get in a boxing class like almost every Saturday, and that's like basically my cardio for the week. Can we go get like a drink or something now?
Sure.
Thank you. I actually don't even think I like introduced you guys to Layla. So if you guys saw us feeding 3 dogs today, you didn't make up the third dog. We have a third dog now. She came to us sort of suddenly. The plan was not to necessarily get a third dog. I kept joking and poking at the idea of just like missing having like a baby and a puppy, because Moose like literally grew, it felt like overnight. So she's my family dog, and technically she belonged to my brother. My brother wasn't able to keep her anymore, and it was a matter of like either she went with us or basically the pound, because I really just don't think anyone was going to take her off of his hands. She's 7 years old, so she's now the oldest of the 3. Of course, since she was our family dog, there's like this emotional attachment like I have to her and Jagger as well. And to be honest, she's like the whole reason why he even loves Dobermans to begin with, why we fell in love with Moosey and wanted Moosey off the bat. We're learning that they're so similar, even though Moose is technically only half Doberman, and they are absolutely best friends. Like, he is obsessed with her. Moose is still the ringleader. He leads the pack. His Hunter is just he's too nice. He doesn't bark, doesn't get upset. You can take his toy, you can eat his food, and he will kind of just cry out of fear. Layla's a little more aggressive. She has food aggression for sure, and just other dog aggression. So we really weren't sure how they were going to do with one another. First night we introduced them, Moose was going off and growling and just not having it. I don't know if I've talked about this on here at all, but Moose has developed a little bit of aggression towards other dogs as well. Absolutely loves Hunter. We were talking about that this morning, how they're legit, like they're real brothers. They're like real brothers, and like I could cry thinking about it. I love their bond. I'm a total dog mom. Yes, I am. Layla's a little bit more of a granny, but she can still play. She loves being close. She's a big girl. How much does she weigh?
She's probably like 75 pounds.
No.
Moose is 65.
Oh, he was 65. Hunter's the one who's like 50.
He's like in the 50s.
You guys, Moose has grown. I'm telling you, he has grown. Exactly how you saw us feeding them is how we try to feed them. We literally try our best to train them that like your bowls are your bowls. Nobody grabs somebody else's food. And it's mostly just to avoid like Layla getting mad at anyone. I don't want them to ever get into fights. She's grown accustomed to both of the other dogs. So Moose, like I said, is legit the pack leader. I mean, he can steal her bone and she's like, respect. Which is so funny. I don't know if it's the male in him, because he's literally like, he's my binker boy. He's only a year old. Older, I thought she would come in a little bit more dominating, but I think he's trying to like put his foot down and be like, no girl, you are in my house. It has been hard having Layla. I'm not gonna like deny that, but at the same time, I really do love that she's finally just living the life that I feel like she always deserved. My brother, unfortunately, she just was not really taken out much. She wasn't socialized enough. She was potty trained. That's about as much training as she got. So Moose is still just a baby, and I think that's why he's so hyper and chaotic. But at the same time, there's just stuff about him that we instilled at the very beginning, like sitting and waiting, place, stuff like that like even Hunter still kind of gets, but we didn't have him as at a young age the way that we had Moose. Like Layla lacks a lot of training, especially socializing with other dogs. So we're hoping to work on that. But when we walk, it's quite a mission, because he has to take the boys and I have to take her. And she's very strong. But anyway, that's as much of an update as I have. I am on day 48 of 75 Hard, so I still have another 45-minute workout to get in today, by the way. All right, let's go get a matcha. See what else the day holds. We also need to do our laundry.
A lot to do.
We're supposed to be in that line.
All customers, members / if you're paying with a card.
No.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I just think when you know better, you should just do the right thing. It would have been that we were all, because we're not members.
But I don't need to be a member to have a debit card.
I mean, you're right. They're not going to turn you away, but still.
No, you're right. They probably will turn me away. They'll make all the cars behind you back up. We're just going to have a giant pile up on the street.
Oh my gosh. There's not even a person you can talk to. You're so screwed.
Here, give me. I need your card.
You don't have a card. You're not a member.
Your physical credit card. So stupid. It's a credit card. You're so dumb.
No, stop. You're dumb.
No, you're dumb.
No,
You should have just gone to all customers.
Because you are an all customer. You're not a member.
Who has a credit card?
You are now ready to enter the car wash.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, I got away with it, huh?
Well, it is much later now, and I am officially in bed, home from a really long Saturday. Moosey, don't do it, bub. Just don't. No. No, sir. This guy is desperate to hop on the bed, and he's not listening to when I tell him to not do it. That's the other thing. You guys haven't met lately. Yeah, I'm going to have to introduce you to her very soon. Lately, they've all been... Moose is back. They've all been in the habit of, like, hopping on the bed with us. Like, luckily we have a king bed, so yes, they all fit up here, but it gets very crowded with both of us. Jagger's currently taking a shower right now just because he cannot hop into bed without showering first. He's Bub. Binky. No. I genuinely don't think he likes to be on camera. Binker boy, I can't have you on the bed because it's not fair. Are you going? Just because you go to the other side doesn't mean I'm going to say yes. On the boat. Binky. I said no, mama. We will see if he gives up. But anyways, he ended up making my... I feel like I just had 3 different conversations and picked up my sentences from 2 different places. I'm so sorry. I cannot finish a thought. Back to the Layla thought. I am going to introduce you guys to her probably tomorrow. She's hanging out over in Jagger's room right now. They've had accidents the last few weeks in the house, and granted, Layla's still adjusting, I think, in some ways, even though it's been since July that we have had her here. For whatever reason, I think Moose sees that behavior and notices, like, oh, like she got away with it, so maybe I can too, and it's like, bub, no.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Now sit. You wait. Okay, go.
Came up with his own concoction. It's coffee. So
I wish I did, but it was more of just a barista recommendation over in the
other
coffee
place.
shop
Okay,
I go
then
to.
tell me what it is.
Cold brew with just some whole milk and honey. She's like, it's super simple, but like just hits. I was like, okay.
Try it. I just got matcha with whole milk and honey. Pretty good. Everywhere we've gone to try this little invention, it's different everywhere, so I'm always curious to know what it's like.
Because it's the cold brew.
I am dying to try this stupid recipe, but if I take a sip, I'm screwing myself over with 75 hard. So this is what I've been ordering every single time. It's not bad. It tastes good. Just when you take away being able to have the option to order whatever, that's really annoying.
So the point being, this drink is like $4.50 or $5, which is not bad. Here it was $5. At the place we go to, or usually, which is like Lion and Lamb, it's like $4.75. My frickin' drink.
Our responsibilities. No, she's like, I'll be a good girl, I promise.
You're gonna have to adjust yourself anyways when I walk over here.
The only one who doesn't really care to eat as well. Guys, this is Yaya. Call her Yaya, but her name is Layla. Say hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Forgot to document anything, but we just went to the grocery store and I found this really good, like, gut healthy mac and cheese alternative. Doesn't have any protein in it, but is made with, I guess half a cup has 5 grams actually. And if you count the milk you use, it's a pretty good option while I'm on 75 hard, so I can't complain. I will let you guys know what I think. I'm gonna taste it right now. But I do normally love Jovial for like a pasta, like a healthier pasta alternative. To add some chili flakes to it, a little bit healthier. This is just what I was craving. I saw a commercial, I think it was on YouTube or something, and I was like, oh my gosh, please can we have mac and cheese? But I'm like, how can I make it healthier? Last but not least, because they are so good, Chicas. If you guys have never had these tortilla chips, they are a must try. The original to me isn't quite that special, but the lime ones, oh my gosh, to die for. I am only having these right now because of the ingredients they're made with. I bought this bulk in Costco earlier this month actually. But I'm serious, y'all need to try the Chica chips, they're so good. And a little bit of spice. Your mac and cheese with a fork or a spoon? Curious to know. Alright, here's a taste test. Okay, let's try it out and see what I think. We also got like produce from the store, by the way, like eggs, vegetables. It wasn't just a bunch of random pantry stuff. But I just like sharing the fun stuff, I guess. Okay. It's okay. I don't taste the cheese too much. No Auntie Anne's. But it'll do. I'm gonna finish up this and then I have to go get my last workout in for the day. Why did I do this to myself? Look who I have! Okay, so Lucy and I have having an impromptu hangout right now. If I did not mention this in my vlog earlier, I actually did it together with her. So this is what made the entire like journey so much more doable.
Yeah, so we kept each other accountable the whole time.
So then, since we were hanging out and I was going to film this little like, if it's not obvious by my title of this video, we both quit, what, with like 15 days left?
Was it 15 days?
Which we can like talk about like how that happened, because
Yeah,
it was such an emotional like why was it so emotional? Because we're women, but it was such an emotional like situation. It was what we came to terms to about the whole challenge. So anyways, we're gonna tell you guys like what things that we learned, just some takeaways about the entire thing. Her and I were trying to look for, she was like, I'm hearing you talk about this, I almost want to do it too. And I was like, let's just do it together. So then we decided to do it together. And that was essentially what honestly probably really bonded us.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, because that was the beginning of our voice memo relationship that actually still goes on till this day. Which, by the way, we're in December now.
Literally
the last
day,
the last day that we like were on the challenge was back in
October. No, it was October.
It was October. Mm-hmm. We finished, both of us, on day 59. So we got up to day 59. Our workouts usually consisted, for me, was going to the gym about 3 to 4 times a week. And then I would do 2 cardio classes a week, maybe 1, and then lots and lots of walking.
Mm-hmm. Mine was lots of walking and at-home workouts. So with Aaliyah being home and everything, and Aziz, it was really hard to just go to the gym or anything. So majority of the time, it was definitely at-home workouts.
We have 2 completely different lifestyles. Like, as you can see, she's a mother.
Yeah.
On top of that, both of us work essentially full-time jobs. Yeah. I am like a typical 8 to 5.
I am 7 to 1, so 6 hours.
As you can see, 2 different lifestyles. Yeah. And I guess you could say, making it to day 59, like, why did you guys not just finish, right? Part of the reason why we chose to quit and be done, and I like to say quit, I don't like to say that I failed, because I made the choice to say I am not going to put myself through this for another 15 days, as did she.
Oh, yeah.
The way it occurred was like me just having a serious realization with myself that it was genuinely taking all of my mental energy, and I know that's part of the challenge, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't find it worth it anymore to trade my mental sanity. It was taking away my peace. I felt very anxious all the time and just stressed and like really truly like a very unhappy person. The opposite of what a lot of people come off the challenge feeling.
Yeah.
You know, people who have done this like 3 times.
Multiple times.
And we're like,
Ow.
how? Like, to give you like perspective, it had nothing to do really with like
The food.
it being too restrictive. Like we both knew this was temporary, so it wasn't like that's what kept us from finishing. I just remember crying on the phone and I was like, I can't do it. I feel like I'm not myself anymore. Both of our husbands were like, you girls need to just call it quit. Like, 100% think we could have.
Yes.
Yes.
I just feel like at that point we were
done. Like, I mean, we had to ask
What
ourselves,
were we,
like,
we weren't gonna gain anything if we continued.
No.
And that's how I felt.
we just weren't willing to sacrifice our mental sanity for it anymore and our peace. This is not to say that, like, you couldn't do it, and I don't think it's a good challenge to do. I probably would reattempt it, but I don't know if I've ever reattempt it while I'm working a full-time job again. That's just the truth. I think, because, like, I can see how I would probably, like, go as far as to reattempt it again at one point. But no, I honestly am just that, like, for me, it's like when I say I'm gonna do something, I need to do it. Under different circumstances, I think I maybe could have enjoyed it more.
Maybe.
As far as our spiritual like walk goes, it would have been good, I think, for us to incorporate maybe our reading to have been more
100%.
so like that.
I was more focused on getting my workouts done, getting like indoor, outdoor, just like my reading done, like actually sitting down with God and like doing my devotional, reading the Bible. Like I could just tell my priorities were just not in line. So
yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing that perspective. You guys want to see Lucy on the vlog more often. But I will share the next vlog you guys will
Special
see
guest.
is going to be more up to date and in time, and you will see more of Lucy in that vlog. So if you guys enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to subscribe and to like. And I hope that you enjoyed honestly hearing a different perspective. I hope that you enjoyed and in general just like took something from what Lucy had to share, because I think personally for me, I have a mixture of people in my audience. Is something I've come to see, that like I don't have kids yet myself, and so I feel like it's nice to hear and it's refreshing to see somebody who's in the thick of this season of motherhood and she's still